Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 58 of Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Last time, Apollo almost died while searching for the Founder's Orb, only for all of his hard work to be in vain, as Paul Addison sued him over it, taking him to court, and on top of that, hiring Phoenix as his lawyer. Basically, Athena, she's in danger, she needs help, she's dealing with her family issues. Phoenix, he's by her side, he's her knight in shining armor. Meanwhile, Apollo, he basically almost dies. He literally almost dies. And just Phoenix, screw you, Apollo. Working with Paul Addison. Though frankly, though it's par for the course, considering that basically Phoenix gave Apollo zero bereavement, zero time off after Clay died, and Apollo almost died himself in that courtroom bombing. Seriously, Phoenix like, oh, wah. So you lost your best friend and almost died in a courtroom bombing within the span of a 2-day period. So maybe come talk to me when you have real issues, Apollo. Message received, loud and clear. Just don't try to give me any evidence. I don't need your help, Trucy, like how you tried to help me during my first case.
Good, because I don't like this one bit. You and Daddy should be on the same team. Damn it, Polly, we're a brand. No one's gonna come out a winner of this. If Daddy wins and you lose, it makes you look horrible, which makes people less likely to hire you on. They'll think of you as a joke, Polly, which will in turn negatively affect my magic shows. But if you win, then they're not gonna want Daddy, and Daddy is the namesake of our agency. Darn it, we're the Right Anything Agency, Polly, not the Justice Anything Agency. Daddy and I are the big wheels, while we're like one of those old-timey bikes with the big front wheel. Me and Daddy, we're the big front wheel. You and Athena, you're the little wheel on the back.
Sorry, Trucy. Wow, she's really mad. I'm sorry too, little lady. This is all my fault. And then Apollo, no, Dirk, this isn't your fault. It's Mr. Right. He's been like this with me since day one. That's part of the reason why I'm so resentful of you. Where were you when Mr. Right was abusing me? Where were you when Trucy was making me put in that air conditioner, Dirk? I'm just saying.
I'm just worried things will never be the same between Daddy and Apollo. If they go through with this.
Is that all? Well, I wouldn't worry about that. That's the way it is with us men. We may fight, but we don't burn bridges. Meanwhile, Phoenix, literally the second he met Apollo, decided to rope him in as a pawn to his plans to take down Kristoff. Phoenix almost gets Apollo disbarred, gets him blacklisted from every law firm in town.
Really?
Sure, 1 minute we're trading blows and the next we're having drinks together. Or in the case of Phoenix and Apollo, 1 second Phoenix is basically putting Apollo's entire career in jeopardy, leaving him without a job, and then the next second Apollo's getting emotionally blackmailed into joining the Anything Agency and working a case for a bowl of Eldoon's noodles. We're simple creatures at heart.
I sure hope you're right.
Sorry I'm late, Apollo. Athena, there you are. What happened with you and Mr. Right yesterday? Oh, about that. I ended up going to the wrong airport. I was waiting there, thinking his flight was really late, and before I knew it, I dozed off. By the time I woke up, it was already dark, and when I woke up, I was greeted to the sight of Prosecutor Shadmati giving me this condescending stare, shaking his head. Yeah, I can just imagine Nayuta. He's flying back to Karain. He just so happens to pass by Athena, just as she's dozing off in the seat, just in her seat, just waiting for Phoenix. He just shakes his head like, you wonder why I don't respect you. I figured something like that had happened. Being late and dozing off are the two things you do best.
Ugh, guilty as charged.
Now I can't but imagine Athena's car gets towed because she basically parks in the carpool lane. She's expecting it to be just very short. She's not gonna park in the daily lot or the weekly lot because she's not spending the money on that. So her car gets towed, and so Athena has to call Simon and have him pick her up. So then I take it you have no idea what today's case is about.
Not a clue, sorry. What is today's case about, if I may ask? Another locked room mystery? A suspect with a flimsy alibi? Ooh, or a dying message?
Sorry, strike 3, you're out. It's a civic case.
A civil case? Those exist?
You act like I'm speaking Swahili here.
It's just the Right Anything Agency specializes in criminal law, or so I thought. It's all we do, Apollo! In civil cases, there are no prosecutors, right? Instead, both parties retain an attorney.
Right, and the other attorney is someone you know very well.
Really? Who? Is it Prosecutor Gavin? Tell me it's Prosecutor Gavin. Please tell me it's Prosecutor Gavin.
The trial will begin shortly. The trial will begin shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom at once. Okay, let's do this.
Apollo, wait, who's the other attorney? And where's Mr. Wright?
No time to explain. Let's go.
Okay, right behind you. May 17th, 10:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6.
Court is now in session.
Frankly, what they should have done, just, really seal the deal. Have him wear Phoenix for this one case is donning the hobo attire.
Mr. Wright, why are you dressed like a hobo?
I wanted to get in the mood. I wanted to set the stage.
Is this some sort of practice session? A mock trial, perhaps? No, it's not, Your Honor.
It's the real deal, Your Honor.
So then you two have had a falling out? I won't have you using my courtroom for that, you know. It's nothing like that, Your Honor.
Exactly, it just so happens that we have different clients in this case.
I see. Well, here's hoping this has no adverse effect on your working relationship.
You can say that again. I had no idea we'd be going up against the boss today. You sure this is a good idea, Apollo? If we win, this is a lose-lose for us, Apollo. If we lose, Mr. Wright is going to think less of us. We're never going to get anywhere. We're never going to get a raise. We're not going to get any bonuses or whatnot. But if we win, he's going to be pissed off, and we're going to still get nothing. What's going to get his glares all the time?
Athena, we don't get paid, period!
Exactly! It's bad enough for us! We don't need to get on the boss's bad side!
What? You want to switch sides?
Honestly, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now.
Well, at least she is here. I'm really gonna need her help.
Mr. Justice?
Yes?
Don't expect me to pull any punches just because you're the opposing lawyer. As I said, the kid gloves are off. And come what may, they'll stay off. Oh, look at this! Look at this bloodied playing card!
Same here, Mr. Wright. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Frankly, I've been looking forward to this for years because you had it coming. Between you screwing me over in my first case, your daughter emotionally blackmailing me and abusing me on a daily basis, and you not giving me my bereavement leave, it's go time!
Yeesh, you guys are really chomping at the bit, aren't you?
I don't mind a good fight between co-workers. Just keep this civil case civil. Now then, if the plaintiff would take the stand, we may begin. Right, left, halt!
No!
Honorable Judge, members of the gallery, good day to you. I am Paul Addison. This is but the start of my epic campaign, and you all have the honor of witnessing it. I believe the youth of this country are our very future. Too long have they been looked down on and given the cold shoulder. So to them I say, ask not what you can do for your country, ask what you can do for me.
Mr. Addison, what is this crazy contraption you're riding it?
And then Paul is like, I am a champion of the youths, as you can see by this photo that I took with young Miss Pearl Fay. And then this is a photo of just Paul wrapping his arm around Pearl. He's just smiling, giving the sleazy smile, and Pearl is she's just giving this anguished look like she wants to be anywhere but there. I'll have you know that Pearl Fay slapped me halfway across the village.
Mr. Addison, what's that crazy contraption you're riding in?
It's my custom-made election-winning campaign mobile. Beautiful, isn't it?
You're at a witness stand, not a campaign podium, so come out of this instant. Darn it, we are not having a Magnus McGilden incident. Alright, now, with the plaintiff's attorney, Mr. Wright, please explain the complaint filed against the defendant.
Mr. Addison's complaint against the defendant is simple. The defendant, one Dirkshot Mahdi, stole my client's family heirloom, the Crystal of Ami Faye. Mr. Addison merely seeks its return. This wouldn't have happened if that archaeologist hadn't kicked the bucket.
I see. Well, Mr. Justice, let's have your opening statement if you would. The defense asserts the item in question is the Founder's Orb, a sacred relic from Karain. Go on. It seems someone asked an archaeologist, Dr. Archie Buff, to study the orb. Dr. Buff determined that it was a Kurdi's national treasure known as the Founder's Orb. The very orb that was stolen from a treasure room in Karain several weeks ago. Why yes, I saw a news report about that. The theft of a Kurdi's national treasure caused quite an uproar in the kingdom.
Though you would think that the judge would be more interested in the fact that it was Phoenix who basically brought this news to light. Like the judge would be just,
yeah, Mr. Wright! Mr. Wright! I pretty much taught him everything he knew! I'm his judge! Well, we believe that it was not, in fact, a theft in the traditional sense, but rather that it was spirited out of Karain by someone for Dr. Buff to study. You don't say. And? Around that time, an acquaintance of the defendant learned of Dr. Buff. He made contact with the doctor, who agreed to hand over the orb. Apparently, the doctor wanted nothing to do with it once he learned that it had been stolen. It seems you even have a transfer agreement between both parties. Mr. Shadbody also agreed to return the Founder's Orb to the Kingdom of Karain, once the doctor verified it was the real thing. I see, so this dispute centers on whether this item in question is the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Ami Faye. That, in turn, will determine the object's rightful owner. I'd better bring my A game. Going up against Mr. Wright won't be a walk in the park. Come to think of it, the name Dirkshot Mahdi sounds awfully familiar. But I can't recall where I've heard it.
Though you would think the judge would at least tune in on the fact that Shad Mahdi, basically same last name as Nayuda.
The judge, does he know Rakugu? What the hell is Rakugu? It's all your imagination, Your Honor. He's just a tourist after all. My imagination, you say?
Are you sure about this, Apollo? He's a wanted criminal in Karain, isn't he?
In Karain, yes. Here, he's just a tourist. Very well. Let's begin the proceedings. Bailiff, would you bring the first witness? Emma?
Show some manners! We're in court!
I know, this is a civil trial, so I was surprised to see a detective take the stand.
I had her do some digging on Dr. Buff.
What for?
You disappoint me, Apollo. First, you know I'm not just a detective. I'm a forensic scientist. Do try to remember that. Second, you owe Mr. Wright an apology. After all he's done for you, you have the nerve.
All he's done for me, if you want to go down that path, Emma, he owes me an apology. Emotional blackmail. Manipulating me. Almost getting me disbarred. Zero bereavement leave. First, I'm sorry. And second, I'm really just trying to do my job. No, you would think that Apollo would just absolutely lose it. He would just unleash 3 years worth of pent-up anger. Don't even get me started on the aquarium case! Athena gets to go to the aquarium! She gets to have whimsical adventures with Mr. Right as they do forensic investigations! And dealing with the animals! And get musical numbers! Meanwhile, I'm just sitting in the office! I'm the trash can! Run pills to the Hickfield Clinic, Apollo! Talk to that creepy director at the clinic, Apollo! Let him massage your shoulders, Apollo!
You'll never get anywhere with that attitude. Take some advice from someone who's been there.
Why do I feel like I'm on trial here? Detective Sky, your testimony, if you please.
The doctor's dark secret.
The police have had their eyes on Dr. Butt for some time. And just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Fagland.
Yeah, priceless urn, considering that basically, as Godot established in the stolen Turnabout, that urn is worth pretty much $0, 0 cents. It's priceless in the worst way possible. And then the fact that basically that Buffy went all the way to Hazakura Temple and was basically just doing shopping, just taking the scroll, taking the Ami face statue.
It seems the doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. As for the relic at the center of this dispute, he likely stole it from the Addison residence.
The doctor is a thief? Why am I just hearing about this now?
Well, cat burglar isn't something he'd put on his resume. He was more careful than that. But the fact is, he was a classic treasure hunter.
A treasure hunter, huh? Like people who have thrilling adventures in exotic places, risking life and limb for glory?
I doubt Dr. Buff was the star of his own hit movie series, Athena.
Out of respect for the dead, I will say that Dr. Buff wasn't doing it to get rich. Apparently, he only wanted to borrow artifacts to study them. He would then return them as soon as his research was finished.
According to the doctor's child, he would even repair or restore some of the artifacts he stole before returning them. He believed he was honoring the dead by discovering their history through artifacts. But whatever lofty ideals he held, it makes no difference. Larceny is larceny.
Yes, he certainly sounds no different from a regular thief to me. So, let's say for a moment that the doctor really did moonlight in stealing artifacts. Might he not have stolen the Founder's Orb in Korea and brought it back here himself?
Nope. There's no record of him traveling overseas over the past few years. Plus, he couldn't very well leave his reclusive child at home all alone.
Then this really must be the crystal of Ami Faye.
Yes, he stole it from the Ashton residence, probably so he could study it.
This is the left hook I did not need.
I bet you never saw that coming, Apollo.
Yeah, when Mr. Wright said the kid gloves were off, he wasn't kidding.
Yeah, the ultimate threat in the Ace Attorney universe, Phoenix with prep time. Seriously, the only reason why Phoenix is held back, frankly, the biggest thing that holds Phoenix back in court is the fact that he doesn't have the same sort of access to information that the prosecutor has. So basically, Phoenix is often not learning things as the trial is moving along. So considering that Phoenix is actually going into this fully prepared, just Phoenix's one weakness is truly covered.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
The doctor's dark secret. Okay, so anyways, this case actually is this entire case, basically, Turnabout Revolutions, it has several bad endings. The first of which you can actually get right here. So I'm going to save the game. And we're just going to start presenting.
That statement contradicts with this piece of evidence. And just how does it contradict with the evidence, Mr. Justice? Can I have about 5 minutes to figure out the answer to that? Yeah, the defense will figure it out before he presents his evidence next time. Sounds like a plan.
Objection!
Okay. We're not consulting.
Objection!
Please take a look at this piece of evidence. I'm looking, but what am I supposed to see?
As your boss and mentor, here's a bit of advice. Never present evidence before you have a good grasp of the situation at hand.
Right, sorry. And as the presiding judge, here's a penalty. Ouch! Double team for just doing what Mr. Wright always does anyways.
Objection! Objection!
Yeah, Apollo absolutely fails Jork by just presenting his attorney's badge 5 times.
That's enough. I see no need to further prolong this trial. The Defiant Dragons have failed to sufficiently show their right to the item in question. Therefore, ownership is hereby awarded to the plaintiff, Mr. Paul Addison. That creep Paul Addison stole the Founder's Orb right out from our hands. The dream of revolution in the kingdom of Karain died that day, and we returned to our daily lives. As for my relationship with Mr. Wright, the word awkward comes to mind. Let's just say it was never really the same.
Yeah, so arguably a pretty tame bad ending where basically things just became really tense between Phoenix and Apollo.
Hold it!
How exactly did Dr. Bob arouse the suspicion of the police anyways?
Chalk it up to good old-fashioned sleuthing. After investigating countless artifact thefts over the past few years, the police finally zeroed in on him, and the doctor became their prime suspect.
A number of those artifact thefts occurred in Karain Village too, if I might add. And they started right around the time the doctor moved there.
But he was never arrested. I take it there was nothing concrete linking him to a crime?
No, which is why we were never able to get our search warrant in the first place. It's hard to arrest artifact thieves unless you catch them red-handed. Still, the police had him under constant surveillance.
Hold it!
Are you sure these allegedly stolen artifacts are the real deal?
They're not fakes, that's for sure. Take this urn, for example. Apparently, it's an extremely intricate work of art. Its design, cracks, and other features would be impossible to replicate perfectly.
Actually, I've had a few run-ins with that urn myself, so I was shocked to see it there in the doctor's study. I can say without doubt that urn was stolen from the Fae clan.
I see. Detective Sky, please continue with your testimony if you would.
Hold it!
Were any other stolen artifacts found besides those belonging to the Faes?
Yes, for instance... Remember the large relief on the wall? It was chiseled out of some ancient ruins in the kingdom of Karain several years ago.
Yeah, he basically ripped it out of the wall. Yeah, Archie Buff got a forklift.
Chiseled out? Didn't that damage it?
Well, he did restore the parts that were so faded you could barely see them anymore. It seems he intended to return someday, so one could say his intentions were good.
Now I can't but imagine, basically, Inga, that was him! God blame me for that! I told her I didn't. How was I supposed to know it just disappeared one day? It was just gone from the wall!
But contentions are no get out of jail free card, that's a fact.
If I might add, with respect for the deceased, the quality of the restoration was apparently exceptional. It seems the doctor invested a lot of money in hiring an extremely talented specialist. He sounds like a good man who took a wrong turn somewhere. I guess Sarge takes after him in that way.
Any further questions? If not,
Hold it!
Have these alleged thefts been going on for some time?
at least 5 years, as far as we can tell. All the recent thefts had been local, but before moving to Karain Village, he had been stealing from ruins around the world and solving puzzles while he was at it.
Dr. Buff was an international criminal?
This data lends itself to but one conclusion: Dr. Buff was a thief.
Hold it!
You claim you stole a family heirloom from the Ashen residence, but claiming something doesn't make it true.
Unfortunately, it is true.
How can you be so sure?
A police report was filed concerning the theft 1 year ago, in fact.
What? A whole year ago?
August 25th of last year, to be exact. The report states, and I quote, "The crystal Ami Bay was discovered to be missing from the Ashen storeroom at storehouse at 10 a.m. The storehouse lock had been picked." Signed, Paul Ashen Wimperson.
Well, a year-old report certainly lends to the plaintiff's claim credits. The doctor really could have stolen the crystal of Ami Faye.
Not only that, Your Honor, but the Founder's Orb was only found to be missing several weeks ago. That is nearly a year after the crystal theft was reported. Therefore, I believe we must consider the orb and the crystal to be two separate items. Paul Anderson Wimperson, not the most awe-inspiring tail end, is it? I see why he cut it.
Not that he inspires confidence without it. Still, I'd probably do the same if I were in his shoes.
A police report was filed about the crystal's theft a year ago.
But the theft of the Founder's Orb was only reported a few weeks ago. So the crystal's police report was filed way before the orb was found missing. That suggests the stolen relic is the crystal of Ami Bay, as Mr. Addison Wimperson asserts.
I doubt the police report is a fake. After all, Emma's the one who submitted it as evidence, and if we say otherwise, she'll hurt us. Emma just cracking her knuckles.
You try me, just try me. I'll beat you and call you prosecutor and call you fop.
Still, I feel like something we learned in that police report is important somehow.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, this is one of those brain fart moments, because I could have sworn that this was one of those just press everything. Okay, anyways, as strange as this is for me, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer. I hope you come back for the next one. Like to be, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. Without, see you next time. Bye.